Hey guys, it's Generalkidd here. How's everyone doing today? So, for today's video, we'll be taking a more in-depth look at the Police Pelican in Halo 3 ODST. So as you probably noticed, in Halo 3 ODST it introduced a new, unique variant of the Pelican called the Police Pelican, which is obviously a police variant of the UNSC Pelican that's used for police work in the city of New Mombasa. And it is very unique to ODST. So a lot of people have asked me before what it's like to fly this Pelican, so that's what I'll be taking a look at for today's video. But before we get into that, I want to first announce an awesome giveaway from my sponsor Instagaming, where you can win any game of your choice. You can find a link for this giveaway in the description below. So if you want to win the game of your choice, any game at all really, then all you have to do is click on the link below and enter the game you would like to win. You can also click some of the additional blue buttons for more chances to win as well. But that's it. That's all you have to do, and after doing all that, you're entered in the contest to win the game of your choice. But make sure to act fast, because this giveaway is for this month only. Alright, so, to fly this Pelican, it was actually not as easy as just simply checking a box. There were a few things that had to be done, in addition to, just spawning it by shooting it out of a pistol. But that's, unrelated to what it took to make it fly. But, this is basically the Police Pelican, outside of a cutscene, and we never actually get to see a fresh Police Pelican that's, not in the middle of a cutscene or getting blown up or already crashed on the ground, because there's a crash one later in the mission from, the beginning of the cutscene. But, it's fully functional. You could ride in the back, and you could drive it and everything, or fly it actually. But there's a reason why that's all possible, and here's where it got interesting when I was looking into it. So I said it wasn't, as easy as just a regular Pelican to fly. Well, that's because the Police Pelican in ODST is actually not a vehicle. It is not a variant of the actual Pelican. There is an actual Pelican in ODST. It's the same one from Halo 3. But, like other vehicles in Halo 3 and Halo 2 and so on, some vehicles have other variants to them. That one vehicle tag has like multiple variants, like the Warthog, the chain gun, the Gauss Hog, the troop transport hog, and of course in Halo 3 you get that secret medical Warthog. But those are all variants of one Warthog. The Pelican is no exception. It also has other variants too in both Halo 3 and ODST. Like you have the regular Pelican, you have the one with the turret on the back, and you have another one with missile pods on it. But the Pelican in ODST, the Police Pelican in ODST is different. It is not a variant of the regular Pelican. It is actually just a scenery object that's pretty much only used in cutscenes or cinematics. So it is not actually a vehicle that you could just simply spawn and enable the player to get into. Because by default, the driver's seat of the Pelican is disabled for players, and really it just takes a simple, check. You just have to uncheck it so that it's not disabled. And in some cases, you have to change the driver's seat to something that the player can use, and that's really it for driving the Pelican in most cases. But with the Police Pelican, like I said, it's a scenery object, so you can't just mod it to uncheck that box and change the driver's seat and then spawn it in. Instead, you do have to take the regular standard Pelican and then basically swap the models with the Police Pelican from the scenery object. And then from there you could do the rest. So it really is just an extra step. But, I was actually confused at first. I didn't realize it was a scenery object. I was looking around. I couldn't. There were like several variants of the regular Pelican, but then I realized none of the variants of the Police Pelican. And then finally I realized it's actually just a scenery object, and I had to do a whole model swap. But in the end, the model swap worked perfectly, and everything else works fine on the Police Pelican. So now this is what it's like to fly the Police Pelican, which it's actually not a vehicle. But yeah, so it's just the same as flying a standard Pelican, really, other than the way it looks. But yeah, it's flying on this map is pretty interesting, as you saw. A lot of beautiful scenery and a lot of cool stuff out here. But that's basically it to flying the Police Pelican. It's what it looks like up close, what it's like to fly it. It's no different than a regular Pelican, but it is a cool vehicle to fly. And like I said, it is a fun fact that it is not an actual vehicle, but rather a scenery object. They had to do a model swap to be able to fly. But hopefully you guys did find this video to be interesting nonetheless. If you did, make sure to leave a like as always. Anything else you want to check out or look into, just let me know in the comments. And other than that, make sure to subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye guys!